today. From Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 73 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over first and 10. At their own. On 28-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brings up third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Christian McCaffrey.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's good.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Bills will move the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Buffalo.
It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Second and 10. Here's Madison. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption they can cause.
Gets this one to Hill.
The pass.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
It's a gain of 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25.
Another Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Bills nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside running with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Alexander Madison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find Harris, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ferguson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, and maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going on the ground with Madison. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it with Madison. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with a rivalry that has been quite one-sided in recent years, as Pittsburgh is on the road at Cleveland. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. The Steelers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
Well, not to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And so much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Hines. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Hooper on the short connection. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's the option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another carry now for Madison. Oh, look at the juke. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a give to Madison. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39, 20, 10.
You know what? Why don't you just start
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
LA set to take over again on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27-yard
line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The pass.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
The pass.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lift their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
2nd and 13. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back now in Buffalo. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alexander Madison, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Being chased under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Alexander Madison.
Yeah, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Madison. He can't get him down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The Chargers 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So the Bills now down by 7. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Chargers, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.